I think it's a great opportunity. I'm very excited to be a part of the Titan family. It's something that I've been really working towards the last few years, and very excited to get started. I want to compete each year at the top of the Horizon League on both the men's and the women's side. I think that opportunity is there. I think it's very possible, and so I'm really wanting to put together a team and have a program that can be one of the top teams in the Horizon League consistently. Well, tennis is an individual sport. All these kids that are playing all over the world play individual tournaments, but coming into a university, getting onto a team, it becomes much more of a team sport. So looking to have consistent energy throughout practices and then also throughout matches where everybody can support their teammates. As a student athlete, especially in a sport like tennis where you get to play with players from all over the world, it's such a unique opportunity. People that you might not have ever crossed paths with become lifelong friends, and so it's something that I think is important as a student athlete. You take advantage of those opportunities and then recognize all the other opportunities that are out there as a student athlete. It is a fantastic opportunity to be able to not just represent yourself, but to be able to represent your team, to be able to represent your school. And I'm hoping that players can recognize these opportunities they have and take advantage of them. I've learned a lot from my dad. Typically, it's not a good mix, parents coaching their kids, especially in tennis. My dad was a huge influence, though, on everything that I did. Very wise, very, very smart in how he went about things. He really had me coming to him for information, and so that was good for me to be able to grow as an athlete and now as a coach. He's been a huge role model of mine, and I'm excited to be able to do now what he's been doing. My professional career was nothing too extensive. Unfortunately, I had a few injuries, so I wasn't able to really pursue it consistently. But I had the opportunity to go out and play against a lot of guys that are still playing now, and to see how they prepare as professionals. I think that's really important to be able to pass on to college players so that they can, even though they are on a college team, to be able to show up every day and prepare like the professionals would. I think the biggest thing about coming here was the location for me. I mean, there were plenty of other opportunities out there, but being familiar with the state of Michigan, being familiar with Detroit, I've always enjoyed coming back here. As a kid, would come back here every single summer. It was sort of like a second home to me. So I'm excited to be a part of this city now. Love the Red Wings. I grew up in Arizona. We didn't, when I was younger, we didn't have hockey. We didn't have baseball. My first baseball game I ever went to was at Tiger Stadium. I believe it was in 1988. So because we didn't have baseball, because we didn't have hockey as a kid, I grew up liking all the Michigan teams. My dad's from Michigan. I still have family back here in Michigan. So I've become a big Tigers fan and a very big Red Wings fan. I try to follow them as much as possible, and very excited that I finally get to go see them play in the Joe. I've seen them play a bunch of times, but never here in Detroit.
And last question.